I didn't even plan this video. I don't think this is level. Let's see. Normally I have like a little outline, but I just wanted to give those of you in your first trimester of pregnancy a pep talk. Just really like holding you, hugging you, just speaking truth into you, because yeah, I was doing something and I was like, whoa. Like a year and a half ago, I was in my first trimester of pregnancy, feeling so alone, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like it would never end, feeling like the days were so slow. It creeped by hour. And it was such a potent initiation. And I wish I had like a little pep talk like this when I was going through it. So hi, this is me, Lindsay Legister. I am just here for the new moms on the block, baby. And I want to support your flavor of motherhood. This is not to give you a prescription of what I think is right. It's really to remind you, help you to remember that like you have it within you. You have the answers within you. Your intuition as a mother is going to grow and grow and grow and grow, stronger and stronger and stronger. And I just want to be here to provide stories and learnings and resources that will guide you back there. It is not about looking outside of yourself for the answers that are best for you and your child. You have those within you. So hi to the mom in her first trimester. First of all, congratulations. You're in a profound transformation right now that will be happening for a long time to come. And this is like just the first like cracklings of the transformation and like some of the most uncomfortable, especially physically. So I see you, I hold you, I know how intense this feeling can be. Every person's pregnancy is different. The physical experience, emotional, mental experience is different. I understand that, but it's different, right, than your normal. So any change can really rock us, can just throw us off our game, make us feel not like ourselves, make us question a lot of things. And so what I would say is welcome this overwhelm. Welcome it in like a big old wave. Take a dive in. You know how you like dive into a big wave and it's not as like crazy when you dive through the wave, but if you like are carried by a wave, it can be like tumbly and crazy and you can get hurt. I want you to dive right into this insane wave that is happening. The hours creep by, they won't forever. Soon time will start to fly, especially in that second trimester, baby, when you have all the energy. But this moment, this slowness in the first trimester is an interesting prep, not only physically growing the baby, but I really drew a lot of parallels to the first month or two after having a baby, where things really slow down. The days are long, the hours are long, the minutes are long. There's a lot of resting, being in bed. There's also a lot of like exhaustion and newness. And so you are being primed in this moment. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to necessarily like learn, take note of. You will do that over time naturally, but just know that this is not for naught. You know, obviously the discomfort is signs that physically things are shifting, hormones are shifting, the baby is developing, but it's also just a beautiful alchemical process connected to what you will be experiencing in that first, I would say, post-baby trimester. And so you will have memories, but you will be able to navigate it with so much more patience and presence. I want to speak to the part of you that might be scared. I think there are a lot of scary experiences in pregnancy and approaching birth. I think so many of them our mind just loves to concoct to take us away from our joy, and that's okay. Right? Like the mind is primal, it's gonna do that. But I think what I want to remind you of is that you were literally built to do this. You were built to carry a child. You were built to give birth to a child. Like your body is doing all of this, growing a heart of a little baby, growing the brain, growing an organ, growing the placenta, which is an organ that you grow, no big deal. You are all of this without you thinking. All of it. When you give birth, the body knows what to do. You just have to surrender and get out of the way. But I think we forget that. And we get scared that we're gonna do something wrong, that a sensation in our body is an indication of something is happening and it's not a good thing. We think that we need to numb out all the pain during birth because we're scared of the pain. I'm not gonna sit here and say this is how you should give birth, but just kind of a high level overview of how we don't really trust our bodies and trust what's happening, trusting the pain and what it's helping us to do. Just that reminder in the face of fear that you are literally designed to do this. There doesn't have to be any ounce of doubt otherwise. I want to talk to the part of you that feels like parts of her are dying. Identity shift happening now. Engage. It's crazy and absolutely necessary. What I realized was that even before I got pregnant, to be honest, like 3 months before I got pregnant, there was like an initiation process happening. They were working on me. I think the soul of the babe was like, we're gonna do a little audit and then I'm gonna come in. I had friendship breakups. I had to have some hard conversations with family and or friends about certain things. I had to speak my truth more. I had to get my finances in check. I had to just get really honest about how I would avoid doing things that I really wanted to do and why was I sabotaging myself. I had to look at all of those little things and they were like right here in my face. It was preparing me to shed so many aspects of who I thought I was and or aspects of me, parts of me that like had their run and now they are expired and must be let go. Becoming mother feels as if you are being flipped inside out. And in my experience, it's like the most me I've ever felt. And I know that's not everyone's experience, but I think because I allowed it to change me and I didn't fight it too much, surprisingly, normally I would, that it just felt more like me than ever. And I hope that over time, like I become more and more and more me. So I'll expect some initiations in parenthood, but if you are feeling like parts of you are just freaking dying right now, like who am I? Or you are holding on so desperately to like, I wanted to do this in my career and I have to do this before the baby comes. Like I have to, like, let's get it done. Maybe you're not meant to. Maybe that's an expired goal, expired dream, and a new one wants to come in. So take stock, allow this experience to really filter what's for you, what's not, who you really are and who you are not. Allow it to change you. All right, last two things I would say for now. First is, oh my goodness, the body changes. Is it just doing a number on your mentals? I was there. And let me just say that our bodies are unbelievably miraculous and resilient. Be with your body every step of this process. I know that when you look in the mirror, sometimes it's hard to be like, oh gosh, like I am definitely gaining weight. Yes, you are growing a human, but it's hard, right? I think we identify so much with our bodies, which I think is a beautiful thing, but it can also really do a number. So be with your body during this process and as best you can, be in awe. I promise you, you will be blown away by what your body can do, and then also how your body transforms both during pregnancy and then after birth. It is unbelievable. And I think throughout, what you can do is just commit to being the best or taking care of yourself the best you can. And lastly, soon you are going to experience a blast off type energy compared to how you're feeling right now. And I promise you, first trimester will just feel like a fever dream. And second will just be unreal in comparison. So you've got this. You've got this. You've got this. Before you know it, you'll be at 39 weeks and you'll be staring at yourself in the mirror, just thinking like, within just a couple weeks, maybe less, I'm going to be holding my baby in this mirror with me. It's gonna be just the best moments of your life thus far, and it gets better and better. But trust this intensity that is transforming you. And just know that you are not alone. Remember to lean on people. Remember to lean on those that have gone before you and done this. It's so important to be reminded over and over that you're not alone, that what you're experiencing is normal, and that it does get better. Love you all.